In this video, I want to show you how you can use your TI-84 to find a value when you've been given a percentage. In this problem, we have a soft drink machine that is regulated so that it dispenses an average of 200 milliliters per cup. So that means we have a mean equal to 200 milliliters. The amount of drink dispensed is normally distributed, so it looks something like this, with a standard deviation equal to 15 milliliters. So the first step we want to do when we draw the distribution is put in the center as the mean, then 1 standard deviation up from the mean, 2 standard deviations up, and 3 standard deviations up from the mean. Then 1 standard deviation down, 2 down, and 3 down. This will give us a nice visualization of our values when we get our answers, see if they make sense. So we want to know, if only 2% of drinks dispensed, what will the amount of liquid be per cup? So we want to find this value where 2% of the data fall below that one particular value. Well, what makes sense here is that it's somewhere between 155 and 170. So let's go ahead and use the TI-84 to figure this out. The first step is to turn on our calculator, go to Second, Distribution, then scroll down to Inverse Norm and press Enter. We want to put the area in below the value that we're trying to find, so that's 0.02. Then we'll put in the mean of 200, our standard deviation of 15, and press Enter. If you have an older version of the TI-84, then you will need to put in the percentile, mean, and standard deviation into this format rather than using the template. Just put them in the order with separating them by commas. Now press Enter. We get a value of 169.9. 169.19 seems to make pretty good sense in terms of where it is on our distribution here. Right here. So that's why it's good that we've drawn the picture, because that value seems to make sense according to what we've drawn. All right, so the next step is that we want to find the area, or 5% of drinks dispensed will have more than what amount of liquid per cup. We want to find this value. So we know that everything that falls below 230 is 2.5, or above 230 is 2.5. And so we think 5% might be somewhere around here. So falling between 215 and 230. Let's go ahead and find this on our TI-84. So we go back to Second, Distribution, scroll down to Inverse Norm. Now we want to put in 0.95, because recall that we always want to put in the area that falls below the value that we're trying to find. So that's this area here, 95%. So we put in 0.95. 200 is our mean, our standard deviation is 15, and press Enter. And we get a value of 224.67. So only 5% of cups will have more than 224.67 milliliters.